I was in a bad car accident about 3.5 years ago, and starting to talk about it, I'm getting choked up because of the outcome. And I've had 3 surgeries, and a fourth one was pending in London. I had lost a lot of the feeling on the right side, so like I said, the fourth surgery was pending in London. In the meantime, I had done a lot of prayer, and I asked God. I wanted him to heal me. And I laid one night in my bed in tears, and, I asked him, I said, you need to heal me because I can't live like this. I was on high dosages of pain medication, and it wasn't a quality of life. When the encounter weekend came, I was so hyped up for this encounter weekend. I really knew in my spirit that I went with an open heart and an open mind. I really knew that when I went, that's where God wanted me to be so he could finish doing the work that he had already started. And what happened after the encounter weekend was better yet, because I had gone to see the spinal surgeon. We were going to review the results of the MRI. Now, my husband and I had both seen the MRI before, the 3 MRIs. So we had another one done, and we went to see him to discuss the procedure, the surgeon, how it was going to be done. And in the course of that meeting with him, I said, I had gone to see another specialist. And in the meantime, he's holding the MRI report. And he goes, mm-hmm. And then he turned and he looked at me and he said, do I know this doctor? And I said, yes, you do. And I said, he took me off all my pain medication. And I said, his name is Jesus. And he had the MRI report in his hand. And he looked at me again, dumbfounded. And he looked back, and he looked at the both of us. He said, I don't believe this. I don't believe what I'm seeing here. And it showed perfect. And we seen that MRI. So we know what was there. And we seen the one after. And for me to be sitting the way I'm sitting now, that was not possible. I kid you not, 3 years ago, because I lived in constant pain. And I haven't been on the pain medication at all either. I'm more energized. I'm starting to get a little bit more energy back. I'm starting to become the old Margie that I used to be. And I really missed her. I got my life back. And it's God's doing. And you know what? I'm feeling awesome. I'm only so happy to be able to give it to everybody and say, just believe. Because he will work in your life if you ask him. And he has.